Hi guys, I'm back. I'm sorry I didn't post a video last week. You know, shit happens. But I'm here with a lot of stuff, a lot of good news, a lot of things been happening. It's been an eventful week. Trust me, honey, it's been an eventful week. But I got a question that's been pending since last week. Um, it's by K Javier 93. Hi, God, can you doing, girl? Yeah, she asked, but I'm gonna get into that. I also started my hormones this week, and if I have enough time, I'll tell you about that fucking chaos. But yeah, I started my hormones, honey, and look, it already started. I'm just kidding. This is totally Victoria's Secret. Anyways, let's start, honey. The question that Gaki asked, what are the things that go through your mind when you are thinking of doing something so life changing? Do you think of your family, friends? What is it that made you say, okay, I'm doing this? Well, first off, my entire teenage life, I'm gonna say, because even when I was a kid, I was so fucking confused. But my entire teenage life, what I always thought of what my family would think or what my friends would think. Not so much my friends, but mostly my family. Only because, like I said in the last video, I am the oldest child and the oldest everything, and that's a big thing in the Hispanic culture. And I always thought of everything. Listen, when I was younger, I even thought of like, okay, I'm not gonna come out till I'm 60. I'm gonna marry this raggedy ass woman, have kids with her. You know, when she dies, I do whatever the fuck I want. That's exactly what I thought. I was so fixated of what my family thought, and that's what made me gain so much weight. That's what, because I'm an emotional eater. I eat when I have any type of emotion, happy, sad, mad, angry, horny, I don't care. I have so much emotions, and I just hide it up and I just eat it with food. I don't know. Anyways, so I was just very unhappy because I couldn't express myself the way I wanted to. So it just took me just accepting myself to actually go out and say fuck it. I'm gonna do whatever I want. And it took me moving cross state to even do anything. Like, cross state, cross country to do even to do anything. So I don't know what's starting there. But yeah, do you think of it? I did think of my friends though, only because I didn't know. It was a great test for you guys. Let me tell you something, because whoever me coming out as transgender, well, me coming out period to you guys was like, okay, who's gonna stay? And all of you did. And then this part, me coming out as transgender, I'm like, okay, now who's really gonna stay? And like, when I told them that I was gonna transition, I wanted honesty, complete, and I don't care how I wanted to see how you felt. I wanted to know how you felt. I didn't want to hear the typical friend answer like, oh, we're here for you no matter what, I love you. No, 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 no. I want to know what you thought. I want to know how you feel, your thought process, everything. Tell me the pros and cons of this. Like, I want you to know. That way I know where to stand by you. That way I know that if I'm coming up to you and you don't like what I'm doing, you're not smiling in my face and thinking it's okay just because you're my friend. No, because I want to approach you the way you should be approached. If you don't like it, I'll be your friend, but just stay in my lane. I won't tell you my process. I won't talk to you about what I'm going through. I just won't do that. So that's why I wanted to know. That it was very important for them to tell me how they really felt about it. And a lot of them were on my side. They were just more concerned about my health and how everything's gonna work if I'm really down and for sure about this. And I told them, and then they were just supportive. I told my friends before I told my family, only because like I needed something to tell me that, okay, this is your support team. Like, I couldn't, because my family was telling my family is it's difficult. Just based on my own, not because of them, mostly because of me, because of how I felt so many years. So telling my family first would be a huge, big step. So I just told my friends only because I wanted to have that sense of security and sense of like a safety net that if my family didn't accept me, at least my friends would, and I know that for sure. So I told them first, And then I plan to tell my family the next time I seen them the last time I seen them in December. And the only reason, I mean, I was so scared, and the only reason I didn't back out, cause I mean, trust me, that was in my mind a million times, was because my roommate said, if you don't do it, I'm gonna do it. Like, he basically like forced me. That pissed me off, but it was a good push that I needed, only because he knows me. He knows I probably would have backed out. So it's a good thing that he did that, because it would suck my family hearing it from someone else rather than me. So that doesn't make sense to me at all. So I had to do it, and then I didn't also want to disappoint everybody that I've told. Okay, I'm telling my family today. You know what I mean? I didn't want to sound like a punk. So there was, I don't know. I told my mom Christmas Day. It was weird. I'm like, oh, Merry Christmas, Mom. It's a girl. The doctor lied. But it was weird. Yeah, I told my mom on Christmas Day. She didn't tell my dad. But I didn't tell my dad because the way my mom and dad work, I mean, my dad can only handle things if my mom gives it to him, if you know what I mean. Like, dosage. My mom knows how to deal with my father, so that was her job. And I don't know if she did anything yet, but that was her job. Um, I told my brothers, they told me they love me very much. They gave me hugs. I mean, I felt good, especially for my brothers, only because, I don't know, I just love them. And their opinion really meant a lot to me. A lot. And my cousins, because I grew up with, you know, weird family. I grew up in a like structured house, kind of like all my family members lived there. My aunts and my cousins, and I grew up with my cousins as as siblings. So their opinion mattered. My blood brother's opinion mattered. My mother's opinion mattered. My father, I'm a little scared of. I did tell my grandmother. I think she suspects, but I didn't tell my grandmother. And yeah, that's just basically it. So I just think what made me say okay was just um when I decided to, I was 22. I'm 22 now. Well, when I came out as transgender, I didn't want to come out as transgender when I'm fucking 40 years old and everything's hanging from my face and I look disgusting and old. I wanted to do it while I'm young, I'm fresh, I can still get a rich man. That's what I wanted to do, honey. But yeah, so that's it. That's pretty much answered the questions. Thank you so much. But I think I have a couple more minutes to like explain to you guys my hormones. I got it Monday. Look at this is the testosterone blocker, the T blockers. It's 3 months worth. This fucking shit is huge. And this is the estrogen. So the estrogen is when you can put it on your tongue and let it dissolve. You don't drink water with it, just put it on your tongue, let it dissolve. And this one you have to take is you swallow it, whether you're a good swallower, or you drink some water with it. So you take it 4 times a day, 2 in the morning, 2 at night, or it doesn't really have a time, like, like 12 hours, 4 hours, this and that. There's, before you go to bed, when you wake up in the morning, or in the afternoon, because I wake up at 2 sometimes, because, that's just the type of person I am. But yeah, so I started Monday, and it was good. I mean, I felt a little, when I first took it, I felt, this isn't that bad, I took it again, it was okay. The next day, I felt good until I took that morning's dosage, and I was like a little dizzy. I was so dizzy that I was late for work. I was like, oh my god, because I couldn't stand up. I was like so dizzy, and then I went to 3 different moods that day. Mood swings were fucking real. 3 different moods. I was happy, sad, mad, and at one point I wanted to cry, and it was so bad. It was like, oh my gosh. And I'm not an emotional person. I don't do all that shit. But that day was surreal. But then the next day, Wednesday, oh my god, ladies and gentlemen, I experienced my first cramps ever. And let me just say to all you biologically, formed women, more power to you. Y'all been doing this for your whole lives. I guess I can deal without. All right, I can do without, honey. I cannot deal with that shit. That shit was not fun. I was in the fetal position. I was in pain. I felt so much pain in so much areas. I was like, what the fuck? My stomach was tight. My stomach was tight, bloated. My inner thigh, like belt area, was stabbing me with fucking, I don't know what it was. My lower back was in pain. I was nauseous. I was dizzy. I was pissed. I was happy. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, this is ridiculous. This is not, Mother Nature's cruel bitch, alright? I do not like that. Oh, that was terrible. Like, I couldn't even, like, I couldn't stand up straight. Like, it was bad. And then I thought it was all in my head. I thought it was something that's, cause I'm the type of person that believes that your mind is definitely the most powerful thing ever. Because that, I mean, you can even start, for instance, if there's a body that, your body, the way you envision your body, like if you keep that in your mind, it's going to definitely happen. Like the way I envision my body now is this, the way I have my body now is the same body I envisioned when I was 200 pounds 3 years ago. How I look now, it's exactly how I envision myself. 72 pounds lighter, and the baddest bitch coming, yes. But anyways, yeah, so I thought it was all in my head. I was like, maybe I'm the one creating this fucking instant stuff because I want them so bad. And no, I looked it up, and I guess, they do. These little bad boys definitely give you some kick. Anyways, it was terrible. I hated it. But at the same time, I liked it. Only because, like, oh my god, it's just the first time. I felt like a fucking, like, I felt like a real girl. Like, I'm sorry for swearing so much, but, that's me. I felt like a real girl. Like, I loved it. And at the same time, I was like, oh my god, I hate it. It's fucking cramps. Ew. Anyways, that was my, ooh, 12 minutes, okay, let me end this. That was my experience, I think I'll get my full week next Monday. I don't know if I'm gonna post a video then, just to show you guys how the process is going. I think the doctor did tell me that everything's gonna, change inside rather than outside. The first 6 months, you're gonna feel a lot of changes inside rather than see them. After 6 months to a year, you'll start seeing something in your body. But, yeah, that's my video for today. Sorry again for being so late. I'm sorry. I'll try again. I'll try really hard not to be so annoying. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for staying tuned. Any questions or advice you guys want me to give to you, please comment on my Instagram or my Tumblr, Twitter. All links will be below. Comment, subscribe, or comment down below for anything else. Comment, subscribe, like, all the good stuff, and I'll see you next week. Thank you so much.